Folks, Why Would You Ask That is a podcast that answers some of the weirdest questions. A lot of those are inappropriate for some listeners. If you're squeamish, easily disturbed, or just having a bad day, this may not be for you. But if you've got to know the answers like we do, stay tuned.
Shh, quiet.
Oh, Minnie.
Why Would You Ask That? Presented by me, M, they, them, and it's just me. We're having a little mini episode today, and I'm going to answer for you the question, why are there so many gay pride flags? There are quite a few, actually, that are circulating, and we have... they go all the way back to 1978, and they've changed all the way up until now, even. The last one that I know of, the latest gay pride flag, was 2021. But we're going to go all the way back to 1978 to tell you about the first pride flag. So, 1978, Gilbert Baker designed the 8-stripe pride flag on the request of Harvey Milk. So, this was meant to take over the pink triangle as a symbol of pride, to have people associate more positive memories and thoughts with what it means to be gay. The legacy of the pink triangle is a really dark one, and this was during a really hard time. So, obviously, bringing the pride of being gay into a different visual was really important. So, he made the 8-stripe flag, and each stripe has an individual meaning. You ready for this? Magenta, sex. Red, life. Orange, healing. Yellow, sunlight. Green, nature. Turquoise, magic. Indigo, serenity. Violet, spirit. A lot, I know. But he had this idea of what it meant to be gay and all these positive associations with being gay. So, this was debuted, rolled around, and then late 1978 happened. Late 1978, Harvey Milk was assassinated. And in response, the LGBT community wanted more of these flags to represent their demographic, represent them, represent us. So, Gilbert Baker realized that there was a need for mass producing this flag, and he brought it to the Paramount Flag Company to try to mass produce it. So the 8-stripe flag was brought down to 7 stripes. Not for any really big reason, except that there was a lack of magenta fabric at the time. So we were brought down to 7. So not long after that, there was a protest. And another simple reason to shrink down the flag a little bit more was they wanted the colors to be evenly divided on either side of the street when they were marching during this protest. So we're down to the traditional and modern 6-stripe flag. Actually, I wouldn't call it modern anymore. We've kind of moved on from the 6 stripes. But I'll talk about that in a hot minute. A hot minute being very short, because this is going to be a very short episode. Between 1980 and, say, 2015, there was lots of flags born. And people in the LGBT queer community all have their different identity pride flags. I know I actually have a collection of non-binary flag things. And, Karen, she has bi pride and pan pride flags. I work with somebody who has the bi pride flag. I've started, waving around the demi pride. Remy has the arrow ace pride flags going. Like, it's all to try to include people, make them feel seen, have their identity expressed openly. And it's one of those things where it feels good to be recognized. It feels excellent. And that's how we got, in 2017, the Philly Pride flag, designed by Amber Hikes, they, them, or she, her. She brought this flag up because of issues in the community towards people of color specifically. Now, the gay pride flag is about unity, and people want something that covers everybody. But the way that things are was not recognizing the contributions, the work of people of color, and the communities were being split. And the pride flag has always been something of protest as well. So the black and brown stripes were added to the Philly pride flag, bringing us right back up to 8 stripes. Now, we're not even to the most recent yet. 2019 brings us the Progress Pride flag from Daniel Quasar, They or Z. So I actually remember when this flag was born. You want to know how? I was there. Well, not like physically in the room, but there was a Kickstarter in 2019 explaining the need for a newly designed pride flag. And honestly, it's a very attractive flag, I think. But it adds along the hoist of the flag a chevron, which moves the 2 new stripes from the Philly pride flag, the black and the brown, over to this hoist and adds the trans stripes colors, the blue, the pink, and the white. And it's positioned so in order to sort of say we need to move forward. It's an arrow. It's literally an arrow pointing forward. Hence the name Progress Pride Flag. So the Pride Flag was actually funded. I got one of the first flags myself. I have it literally hanging on my wall now. $25,000 backed this flag, and now it's becoming quite common. And if you go to the progress.gay site, which is literally what it is, I think it's awesome, .gay, you could get resources in order to use the flag for whatever. The flag is openly available. It's licensed, so you could use it for non-commercial and whatever. And if you want to make something out of it, they advise contacting, just because it was designed by an individual small artist. But, small businesses and creators are given a pass, more or less, to do it. Just, ask for permission. But anyway, that until 2021 was the modern pride flag. Now, in 2021, Valentino Vecchietti, I hope I'm saying that right, they created the intersex inclusive progress pride flag. I know that's a lot of words, but it's very important, and I'm planning on updating my flag with this one as well. Pretty much what happened was people wanted to include more people on the flag. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, we don't need to do this. Because I literally, you can scroll through comments and see, what's the point? Why are we doing this? It means everybody's represented. But it's supposed to be representing everybody in the queer community. And the intersex people are definitely part of this. And they don't gain a lot of recognition or acknowledgement as being part of the queer community, or they don't gain a lot of recognition in most of society. So, bringing it forward, we now have this new flag, and some places are flying it. So, the point of the pride flag is representation, it's unity, it's inclusiveness, it's saying that we are all here, and I'm big on it. I love the new pride flags, and the people arguing against the modification of the flag, I feel, are proving the point of the need of recognition that we have as a community. It's so fucking important that we recognize the people who are struggling even within the queer community, because we are all marginalized people. Even if capitalism has picked us up and decided to start paying attention to us by having Pride Month be something where they hand off some rainbow tchotchkes and pat us on the behind and say, there you go. We need to recognize everybody, not just who we think is correct. Pride is coming together and acknowledging all of our struggles. So, there you have it. The latest, most modern flag as far as I'm aware. And hopefully there is no need to make more flags because of ignorance in the community. The latest, most modern is the 2021 flag, the intersex inclusive pride flag. All right, everybody, you have a good night. And if you enjoyed this mini episode, I would invite you to check out the rest of our episodes. Usually we record, there's 3 of us. If this is your first time listening, I'm so sorry. But usually there's 3 of us. I'm hilarious, I swear. And my co-hosts make me funnier. So check out the rest of our stuff. If you have questions of any kind of variety, not just educational or gay, weird, strange, cringeworthy, stupid, normal, I don't care. Any question except questions about us personally, you can ask us. It's called Why Would You Ask That? So if you go to whywouldyouskthat.com, you could fill out a little a form that Remy has set up, and it'll email us this little form, and we will prioritize listener questions over everything else, always, until we get, buried under them. Then we have to figure something else out. But there's that. Or you could directly email us at whywouldyouskthatpod@gmail.com. That's whywouldyouskthatpod@gmail.com. And it would help us out if you recommended us to your friends, or if you went and you opened up something and you said, hey, I could give this. I would love to say 5 stars. I really hope we deserve 5 stars. 5 stars would be, great. Or just like a little thumbs up, a little bit of acknowledgement, some kind of thing that says, I was here, I listened, and my stupid question was answered and somebody gave a shit. Because we do. We give a shit about everybody. All right, you guys have a good day.